Okay, this is our walking tour of the house from the very back end of the backyard. So it's long and somewhat narrow. And there's a bunch of old trees. These two are apple trees, and these two big ones are pear trees. And they said in the summer, at the end of the fall, there's a lot of pears. So we have tons of pears, and they're baking apples. So we'll be hopefully giving away a lot of stuff. Roxy, stop. Easy. Rex and Roxy love their grass. There's a clothes hanger, and the brick part on the left side was actually an addition. It wasn't. It used to be a driveway, and they built on to build a garage and 2 extra rooms. So, unfortunately, the only way from the front yard to the backyard is through these doors. So, when you cut the grass and do any kind of yard work in the back, you basically have to bring it through the house to get out to the front. But Rex, hey, don't be naughty. There's a bunch of little garden planters on the side that Nicole's going to clean out and hopefully plant some vegetables and whatever else we can get to grow in there. And it's a nice sunny day for a change. There's an outdoor, crazy dogs. There's an outdoor grill that actually works, but we have our grill too, but we might try to use this one. And then the conservatory, and then the slippery tile patio. And this is the conservatory. This was all added on by the owner. And this whole piece here is all part of the addition. This room will be our office. That door straight ahead is actually going to become not a door. Well, it'll still be a door, but they're going to lock it so that it can't open. It's part of the security thing we have to do. But then these doors, the sliding door is going to go away, and they're going to put a swinging door on one half, so it'll swing open instead of slide open. But again, it's all part of the security stuff we had to do to make the house safe. But the conservatory, especially in the afternoon, gets a good amount of sun. It's not clear. It's frosted tile, so it kind of blocks the direct sunlight, but keeps it nice and warm in here. So we're going to try to get a chair or something that can sit in the corner, and Nicole and the dogs and the cat can sit out here and enjoy the sunshine. This is another part of the addition. It's actually a bedroom. This will be one of the guest bedrooms. This is the kitty room right now. This is where the kitties are hiding away from the dogs. There's a single bed in here that we stole the mattresses that we've been living off of. And then there's a bathroom inside of this room. So this guest room has basically its own bathroom. It's the only bathroom downstairs, actually. And the kitties like it too. Stitch. Stitch. Everyone's happy in the new house. So these are the 2 rooms that are off the conservatory. The only way to get into these 2 rooms is through the conservatory. It's all added on to the original house. This goes into the kitchen. It's a little dark in the kitchen. The kitchen doesn't get a lot of light, but maybe I'll try to. There's decent cabinet space. Dishwasher. Sink, washing machine in the kitchen, which kind of sucks, but and there's a regular oven and then a broiler oven, so we're still trying to figure out how all that works. We have to get a microwave too. And then the other counter, the fridge is really small. There's not a lot of room in the fridge, so we kind of have to adapt to how much stuff we buy. But there's enough space in here to function and kind of get around, and there's a lot of counter space to cook food on. This goes into the dining room. So the floor is kind of dingy, but our table will fill up most of this room, and Nicole's china cabinet will fit back in the corner. It has a fireplace, but the fireplace isn't set up to work, so we won't ever use that. But the china cabinet will probably go here. That door goes out towards the front door in the living room. And then probably, we're thinking, once we get the furniture in here, we might try to put our liquor cabinet and some chairs or something back in this little nook where it looks out into the backyard. So that's the dining room, and this goes out to the front door. The front door is a double door, basically. There's the door itself, and there's an entryway, and then a door outside of that. But I'll show you that one later. And this is the living room. It has a fireplace that does work, and we asked them to keep their supplies because we didn't have all that. So We think, not sure how it's going to go, but we think we're going to try to put the TV and the entertainment stand here, coffee table in the middle, and then hopefully couch somewhere back along here that looks out onto the street. Across the street you can see the cricket fields in the front yard. There's a row of hedges, a little fence out there, a rose bush that Nicole already plucked a bunch of roses off of. And it's a semi-detached house, which means it's attached to the house next to it, so the neighbor's house is actually right over there. And on the other side, there's the neighbor's house right over there. So it's almost like a townhome or something, but it's really quiet in the house. You can't hear each other like in an apartment or whatever. But it's pretty bright in here with these big windows, so you get a lot of sun. Then in the entryway, you can see out, there's the exterior door, so there's a little room out here, and then it comes into the main door. So we'll have to find a little plant or something to put out there. There's a closet right there on the left, and then the stairs up. In the middle of the stairway, there's these big fancy, I don't know if you can really see, yeah, there it goes. These big frosted stained glass kind of windows. So it keeps the hallway in here real bright. And this is the upstairs. It's kind of a mess. We've only been here less than a day. We got in last night, so we're kind of living like homeless people. But this is a master bedroom. That's the 2 mattresses off the bed downstairs that we stole to sleep on for a while. Not sure how our king-size bed's going to fit in here, and all of our wardrobe and all that, but we'll have to rearrange furniture when we get all that squared away. It has a fireplace too, but I'm not sure if this one works or not. Obviously it doesn't because it's carpeted in, so the upstairs ones are not really functional. We asked them to keep these because there's not a lot of closets, so this will be probably where Nicole keeps her clothes and all that sort of thing. And then these windows upstairs look out over where the last row of houses before the cricket field. So right across the street there's a big huge giant field, I don't know how many acres or whatever, but it's only used for cricket. And I don't know anything about cricket really, but that's where they play it. But the neat thing is it lets a lot of light in this room. You can open the windows and get a breeze in here. It's a pretty nice little lighted room. So that's a master bedroom. And there's 2 other bedrooms up here. There's a smaller guest room kind of thing. And they left, we asked them to leave a little bit of furniture in here, so when we have company, somebody can stay in here. And then it has a door that leads out to a small little balcony here. So you can stand out there and sit out there probably if you want to have a chair and watch a cricket game or something. But that's one guest room. This house apparently was built in the 1920s, I believe. And the person that we're renting it from has lived in it since probably the mid-80s. So the house is old and creaky, but it doesn't look like it. You can hear the floors creak when you walk around, but it's actually in pretty good shape. It's kept up pretty well. This is the bigger of the 2 guest rooms. Has a big window that looks out over the backyard, and really you can see a lot of the neighbors' yards from there, so it's all green and fancy. There's another not working fireplace. Closet. And then our yard. And Rex loving the sunshine. And you can kind of see out, it's very bushy and kind of countryside-ish. Some of the neighbors' yards. The owner said that a lot of the people in the neighborhood are older and have lived here for a long time, so they actually know them, but a lot of elderly folks. There's the house back there behind us, straight back through that window. We actually talked to them over the fence this morning. And they seem really nice, and they didn't seem to mind that Rex and Roxy were barking at them and wanted to play with them, so that's good. And for the rest of the upstairs, this is the upstairs toilet. Nothing fancy, just handle your business and move on. And then this is the bathroom, which is fairly old and small, and there's no cabinet or storage space, so everything kind of just has to sit out all your toiletries. It has a metal bathtub, an old metal bathtub that's been here for a long time, the owner said. And then windows, mirror. Again, nowhere really to store our stuff, so we'll have to get some kind of little cabinet or something so we can keep all of this junk off the ledge. There's a cabinet behind me that's where the water tank and the water heater and all that kind of stuff is, but that's pretty much it. That's a quick 10-minute tour of our new house. We miss you guys and we love you, and we'll see you guys soon.